I like to talk about Christian hip hop though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Like,
I'm gonna look for a good
I've been
comment.
somewhat disconnected from it, but let me turn this down a little bit. I think I'm curious to see what the pulse is out there. Like, what's going on in Christian hip hop right now?
Yeah.
You know, like back in my day, I started I was introduced to Christian hip hop back in 1990. So I saw it, you know, move all sorts of ways, like with the cats wanting to be poetic but not be too blatantly gospel.
Right.
That happened in like the mid 90s.
Tunnel Rats.
Yeah, that whole crew, and then
I'm glad we got the CHH historians. the C triple H's.
I mean, you kind of like a baby out here.
I am, man.
Saying.
I literally. Excuse me, my bad.
It's okay, son. It's okay, son.
I literally came in 2010, like when I became a Christian. So at that time, the first CHH album that I had heard was Rebel.
Which was a dope project.
It was a dope project, but I'm saying that was my first real exposure to CHH.
I'm not looking at.
I mean, like I saw the movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. with that T-Bone guy. You know what I'm talking about?
I remember T-Bone.
Where a dude was like, what was that movie with him and Beyonce?
I don't remember the movie, but
I heard Christian hip hop for the first time during watching that movie, but the first album I heard was Rebel.
Right. I used to rock with T-Bone. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, he was hot.
And my thing isn't to talk about anyone specific, but just as a whole, like what's the vibe out there? What's going on with Christian hip hop? You know, is it healthy or is it, you know what I'm saying, what's going on? Or who are the faces to Christian hip hop right now? Or
I think hands down, from the world's perspective, well, actually, I don't even know that the world would say they know who Christian hip hop is, because you got dudes like NF and Lecrae who making noise, Andy Mineo, but really NF is making some crazy noise. He toured with Logic, but do NF run around saying he's a Christian MC? Nah. I mean, I don't think he would deny that he's a Christian. At least I would hope not. I haven't heard him do anything like that. So from the world's perspective, I don't know that they even know that Christian hip hop still exists. I mean, I think Bizzle and GOM, they're making noise, but they're probably making most of the noise within the church, you know, within the visible church, I should say, because they tour on the reg, and they're not biased about what churches they rock with, at least not from my understanding.
How theological is it out there? You know, how we know we have you know, Christ-centric, for instance. You know, we know what you're going to get with Christ-centric, as an example. Lamp Mode, I remember Lamp Mode, remember Cross Movement. You know, you knew what you were going to get theologically, but what's it look like out there with that?
Wrath and Grace? You better say Wrath and Grace.
Of course. Yeah, that's what we're on. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt.
Joanne gonna come over here and put you in a jiu-jitsu hold, B.
That's who we are. There's no doubt about that.
They are. You know? They are. Shout out to them with the shirts and all that.
Yeah. Theologically, you know, with Lamp Mode going down, not in a bad way, obviously, but just kind of not rocking no more. You know, Hazakim is now with Wrath and Grace, but Brendo's still doing his thing. I don't know if he's gonna drop another project or not. Shy's still doing his thing. Brian is pastoring. You know, praise God for that. The brother, you know, is doing his thing faithfully for his church. Man,
because you just named a couple that I'm not hearing anymor. Right. So now it's like, it feels like there's a void.
Well, you still hear Shy, you still hear Tim.
Right. But it felt louder.
It was louder.
Then, right?
It was louder.
But so who are the faces now to that focus?
I would say Ivy Connolly's still theologically sound. The brother, you know, he loves the Lord.
So he's still doing albums.
He's rocking with Hog Mob though. You know what I mean? And Hog Mob is like, I don't know. I mean, the brothers love God, no, without question. You know, I just had some issues with relationship with Zadok, but you know, I'll probably cause beef even by saying that right now, which I ain't even trying beef. But Ivy loves the Lord. He's theologically sound. His music you can trust. And he's touring with Hog Mob, so he's still putting stuff out there. I really I'm hard pressed. Believe in Steven. You know what I mean? You can trust his music.
I think did he come out with something?
He just dropped a project, okay. Glory Thieves. Yeah,
right.
So go cop that joint. I mean, apart from, you know, Wrath and Grace, Christ-centric, like Steven, Ivy Connolly. I really don't know who else is bringing theological. I think Esso might still be doing music. I hope so, because the ball's dope. But you got Humble Beast. Like, I can't front.
Right.
I kind of forgot about them for a sec. But Humble Beast is dope. Like, their music is dope. I don't know if Beautiful Eulogy is still doing music or not together as a group. But Jackie Hill's projects are both bad.
Yo.
I mean, her
don't get me
projects
started.
are a problem. Yeah.
Oh my.
I listen to her before most dudes. Like,
Yeah,
she's
for
a
real.
problem. Yeah.
My cousin Robbie Cruz, he says the truth seems to be sticking to the theology, in my opinion. His latest project is dope. Did you get to hear the truth's last album? Vet.
Nah, I kind of stopped after the whole purple joint. Like,
The
I
Color
forgot to
Purple?
mention Eshawn Burgundy. You know what I mean?
he's
Eshawn
dope.
Burgundy's
He's
a
dope.
problem
He's
too. Shout out to him for sure. But yeah, I kind of stopped messing with him after the whole purple joint. Like, I felt like, he was calling Joyce Meyer his mentor. Like, come on, man.
It was controversial. I think he brought it up on purpose.
Yeah, no
he
doubt.
He did lose. I think he gained some fans too. I did like his last album, Vet.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it, so I can't even speak.
I was literally listening to it today.
I'm stuck at old school Christian hip hop, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of go back though. The Truth was rocking stages when we was rocking stages.
Boom bap.
So
I remember
definitely
seeing
on
him
some
before
boom
he
bap.
was on anything.
Yeah, for
in
sure,
Philly, you
for
know?
sure.
But I'm stuck in the 90s, man.
Yeah.
we did an outreach together on Allegheny in Philly. He's been doing music for a minute.